In today's video, what we're gonna do is that I am going to dive into my audio case. We're gonna check out what are some of the essential things that I use for audio when I'm doing a production. Okay, so this is my audio case, and we're just gonna dive right into it, and I'm gonna kind of just explain everything that is going on in here, because you might be looking and saying, hey, whoa, that's a lot. And so I'm gonna dive into it, and I'm not gonna get too technical about some of the stuff or really get too deep, but I'm just gonna kind of explain everything that you're kind of like seeing here. So first things right off the bat, let's talk about cables. Without XLR cables, you won't be able to do a lot if you have to use a boom mic, right? So for those of you who you have a boom mic, and when you go on set, you're going to need at least one. You're going to need at least one XLR cable, right? I have two, because over the years of doing production, I've ran into some situations where I needed to be a little bit further away from where my boom mic was going to be because of a wide shot, and sometimes like you just need that distance to get your boom. So I find that having two XLR cables really come in handy at times. Most times you're going to be using one, but having two is always for me essential, because sometimes you never know, one can go bad, and then you always need a backup, right? So you always need a backup. So I keep those right there. If you look down here, I have some more cables. This is a short XLR cables. It's just like this one here, these ones over here, but this is just a shorter one. And I use this cable most times for when I'm at weddings, and I need to put the recorder close to the DJ, and sometimes you just need a short cable, and this is the one that I will use. This is a just a short XLR cable, and I keep those in there. This is another XLR cable that I have. This is just a splitter. This is just a female to male splitter, and I don't find myself using this one that much, but I keep it in the case just in case one of those days that you never know when you're going to need it. This is another XLR cable that I have, and man, this cable has come in handy so many different times. I think this one gets used the most, because most of the equipment that, like if you're doing a wedding, this cable, you can either go in XLR or you can go in 1/4 inch. Like sometimes, man, this cable, it is so versatile, and this is one of my favorite cables that I use. All right, here is I guess you want to call a little case, a little bag that is filled with all the little essential cables for my microphones, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. So this I don't even know if I want to take all of these out, but this is basically all the little cables that really make all of this work. Without these cables in here, this doesn't work. I know it looks a little messy, but trust me, it's organized. But without these cables, none of these stuff here work. All right. Yeah, we won't get into this because that's a lot. Okay. So where do we go from here? Let's talk about the Zoom H6. This has been my recorder that I've used for so long. Like, this recorder is so good. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this recorder, but I wanted to upgrade. And the reason why I wanted an upgrade was the fact that I started using time code in all my productions. And because started using time code, I wanted to upgrade. So this is a Zoom H6. And I recently upgraded to the Zoom F6. So this is the Zoom H6, which is it's an older model, still works great. And this is the Zoom F6. And like I said, the reason why I upgraded to the Zoom F6 was because I started using timecode. And this machine here is a beast when it comes to using timecode. And it also has 32-bit float, which I won't dive into right now because that's a whole nother video by itself. If you want to know more about 32-bit float, you can go and look it up. But this was my upgrade. So this is what I use for all my audio recordings. My Zoom F6, this is what I use for all my recordings because honestly, the sound quality is amazing. The 32-bit float also gives me that peace of mind that it's not going to clip because it is so good at recording. If you're looking on the side here, you can see a little remote. So this little thing here is a remote that when you use it on the Zoom F6, you can download the app and you can control the Zoom F6 from a distance if you need to be. So this is just a Bluetooth adapter that just goes right into the side here. And that gives you control over the Zoom F6 from, let's just say you're doing a wedding, you want to leave this by the DJ's table, and you're at your vendor's table, and you don't want to keep getting up to check if it's still recording. Get one of these for your F6. All right. So that's audio recorders. Let's go in over here. So these are my trusty Sony headphones. Man, I've had these headphones. You can see they're like beat up. I've had them for a while, but they are so good. And I think I own about 5 of these, and some of them are still in the case. Like they're brand new. So I own about 5 of these. So these are my Sony headphones. Yeah, these ones, they stay in the case. And then I also have ones that I use at my desk. And I have I have a few of them that I just keep in other places. All right. Let's take this out so I can get under here. Under here, we have a microphone. This is my boom mic. This is my my Sennheiser MKE 600. I absolutely love this microphone. The sound quality that comes out of it is absolutely amazing. And it's one of the first boom mics that I bought. And I never went and bought another one because I honestly, I just love the sound out of it, and it's absolutely amazing. So this is the boom mic that I use, the Sennheiser MKE 600. If you're looking for a really budget-friendly mic, I suggest you go out and pick up one of these. All right. So that goes and stays right in there. This is a dead cat for the boom mic. So whenever we're outside and we need some cut down some wind noise, this is what I use. I got this one from Amazon because the original one that came with my boom mic, I lost it on a shoot, and yeah, I had to get a replacement. This here is my for my boom mic, my mic holder. So whenever I put it on a boom stand, this is what I use to keep it in place. And yeah, it's very simple. Um, this case over here is where I store all my lav mics. So all my lav mics, they sit in here because I want to make sure that I keep these like protected. I don't want them to get damaged. So I keep my lav mics in here in the pouches. Also, I just kind of keep them in here in this hard case so that they don't get damaged. This is not an official DDT case. I just put a sticker on it. I'm pretty sure you guys have been looking at these over here and you're kind of like, what are those? So let's dive into them. For the longest time, I've wanted a set of mics that I could rely on and really, really put to the test. And in the beginning, when I went for a set of lav mics, I bought the Rode, the first generation, and it was okay, but I ran into a lot of issues with them. So when DDT came up with the Theos system, I immediately told myself that I had to have these. So what you see here is the DDT Theos Lav Mic system. So this is a dual channel receiver. So this is a dual channel receiver, and it operates with two batteries, 1.5 volts, and these are the two transmitters. And I absolutely love this set. And the reason why I love this set is that, one, it has 32-bit float record, that you can record 32-bit float directly onto this pack. So if you think about it, I can record 32-bit float on here. I can record 32-bit float on my Zoom F6. So when it comes to recording audio for me, I'm safe. I'm good. I am good. The other thing that I love about these packs is that when you get into your area where you're going to be doing your production and you want to find the best signal for your microphones, you can scan the area with these and it will find you the best radio frequency, because this does not use 2.4 gigahertz. And because it doesn't use that ugly Wi-Fi signal, this gives you the best signal in your area because it scans and it finds a clean signal so that you can operate in that frequency. So if you're looking for, honestly, a good, like a really, really solid kit, I would go and pick up this set of lavalier mics, the DDT Theos system. Go and copy some. All right. If you want me to do a complete video and talk more about those, comment down below and let me know. All right. This is also one of my favorite little things that I use. This is the Deity TC-1 time code box. This little thing here is absolutely amazing. So I use this to send a time code to my Zoom F6 and then also send time code to my microphones. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to tell you, is that these microphones also take time code. So I have time code on my Zoom F6. I have time code on my Lav Mic set, and I send the time code to my cameras so I can have everything synced up with this little box that runs time code. I absolutely love this. If you are in big productions and you want to make sure that when you're using multiple cameras, that your audio syncs properly in post, I suggest you go out and get you some time code boxes. These are not the only ones. There are other ones on the market, but the DJI TC-1 are the ones that they're my favorite. I absolutely love these. All right. If you look over here, I also have some backup mics. These are the DJI mics that, yes, there is the receiver and the mic's missing because I'm actually using it right now to record this video. But I bring this on set. Sometimes I use it as a backup, or sometimes I use it as a BTS mic. So basically, I will throw the receiver on my BTS shooter's camera, and then I will use that. So that is always in my case as well. I don't think there's much more that I have to dive into this case with. There's like, I have the, the batteries that I use for the Zoom F6. These are the batteries that I use for the Lav Mic kit. And there's some other little things that I have that I keep to. I have Velcro strips. Honestly, these you can't have enough of these, because sometimes when you are on set and you need to just put something on your camera and you want to stick there, maybe you don't have a NATO rail or just something, keep some Velcro strips in your case. They're so inexpensive. Just keep some Velcro strips in your case, so that whether it's for your camera or for somebody else's, that you can always just be ready to just Velcro something on your camera. All right. And I think that's about it. I don't think there's much more I can dive into this case, because like I said, I don't have a lot here, but what I have here is very effective. Those are the things that are in my audio case. It's not a lot, but for me, those are the things that really help me to create better audio sound when I'm doing a production. And I want to thank you for checking this video out. Thank you for sticking around till the end. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that little bell so you can be notified of when I upload other videos. All right. Thank you again for checking this video out. See you in the next one. Peace.